me brave, you couldn't be bold, 'cause I think it would be funny if you could only know all the ways I think of you and all the ways that I don't. Would you turn and walk away? Would you turn around and run? Would you smile as if to say, not knowing to have the fun? But I've been waiting for someone like you, and I'm hoping you've been waiting for someone like me.
Hey, beautiful people, Catherine here from Listen Local Radio, and we are celebrating 20 years in October. So I was thinking about doing a little retrospective of some of my favorite artists, and I'm going to start with, please welcome Saba. It's Saba.
I'm so happy to be with you.
Oh my gosh. I'm so glad, because I was like, wait, did I imagine her? How come there's no like digital footprint? What? Anywhere? What's going on?
I know. I just I kind of got off social media. Like, I don't know, it must be like 7 or 8 years now. I've
Okay.
just kind of, I just took a break. It was kind of like a time suck.
Yeah.
And I wasn't getting a whole lot out of it in terms of I'd scroll and then feel like shit afterwards. And I'm like, why am I doing this? This is
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
So deleted it all.
So the last time I saw you, you had come up with Evan to be in that calendar I did back in, I think it was 2016 or 2017.
Oh my God, was it that long ago?
One of those dates. And that's literally the last time I saw you.
Yeah.
And so I understand that you're not focusing on music anymore.
No, I think the last show I played was like the winter before COVID. So like
Okay.
end of 2019.
Okay.
I played a show with Evan, and then after that I just kind of stopped. COVID happened, and
Right.
and then during that time, like my priorities just kind of changed and went in a totally different direction.
I understand. Tell me about that solicitor, barrister. I was looking at
Not yet.
Attorney. Is that what you're becoming?
That's what I'm studying. Yeah. During COVID, I kind of law school was always something that was there in the background. So when I graduated 20 something years ago, I was going to go to law school, but then I decided, I've been playing music all my life and I wanted to sort of like take a little time to try that.
Yeah.
And, a year off turned into 20 years off from law school. And then during COVID, it was, like I said, my priorities just kind of shifted. And I'm like, I want to do something where I'm using a different part of my brain that I haven't used in a long time, and hopefully make an impact in some way. And so I'm in my third year of law school now.
That is fantastic, Saba.
It's wild.
It is wild, but not really, because you're so smart and you're just like, yeah, you're going to use all your powers for good. I know. It's awesome.
I hope so. Yeah, that's the plan.
And you're still in San Diego?
I am. Yeah, well, I was, living in Little Italy for a long time. And then when I met my husband, we moved to Mission Hills, and we just moved to Alpine a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, we're in the moving process, which is why my walls are completely bare. But yeah, still in San Diego.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And so would you ever be coaxed out into performance?
Oh my God, totally. I mean, I've actually thought about it more recently.
Okay.
That, my husband's always encouraging me to pick up the guitar and play. And I'm like, I don't know, it's just hard to balance like work full time with school, and like being creative in that context is really difficult. So, but yeah, I have thought about it occasionally. Actually, me and the band I used to play with, we got together like a month ago, and it was
cool.
so nice to just like reconnect. And
I know.
I miss the camaraderie. I think that's the part of it that I miss the most, is like the people.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, I'd probably do it again, although I would,
Good to
I'm a little rusty.
Yeah. Well, if anyone can use both sides of their brains at the same time, it's you. So
thank you. Thank you. Have you been playing out a lot?
Yeah, that's why honestly, up here in Ramona, there's a bunch of amazing places to play. All the wineries and all the people here are incredibly supportive. And Ashley Norton does a thing at one of the wineries called Songbirds at Ramona Ranch Winery, and it's female artists, and it's this beautiful program that always sells out, just with the loving
Awesome.
audience. And so she was, you know, looking for other female artists to have on the bill. And I thought, well, I'm going to make a list because I know a bunch, because she just,
Yeah.
you know, recently moved here in the last 3 or 4 years. And so, yeah, you popped in immediately. And then I was like, wait, where is she? And then I was like, and literally I couldn't find you on any socials. And then even like Googling, it was so weird, Saba. I thought, oh no, did I make her up? Like, was she a figment of my
A figment of
imagination?
your imagination. No, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Like I noticed during COVID, a lot of people were able to be like prolific and like write.
Yeah.
Were you like that? Or was that kind of like a really creative time for you?
Yeah, what happened was I was up in the high desert. We had moved up to Lucerne Valley to take care of my folks and hang out with them. And
Ah,
I had turned my little bread truck thrift store into a recording studio.
wow.
And Johnny gave me this program with a bunch of beats, pre-recorded beats. And so I started like writing to those and like adding banjo to the beats, and like I
Yeah.
bought a lap steel guitar, and
Ah,
and then
so
just
cool.
started like doing all this weird electronica stuff. I mean, it wasn't anything groundbreaking,
That's
but to me, it
awesome.
was definitely something out of my wheelhouse. And it was
Yeah.
fun just to produce your own thing, and
Yeah. Completely.
but yeah, and
That's
then that was like the first 6 months, and then after that, it was just all terror and depression and anxiety.
that was like that from like day one for me. I was like, I don't know how to like be creative right now. I'm just trying to get through the day.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Well, hopefully we're not going into another
Oh,
episode.
Jesus. I
I
mean,
know.
now I live out in the middle of nowhere, like on an acre, so I can handle quarantine
Beautiful.
for a while. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, so we are gonna I never even introduced the first song. I played a portion of one of my favorite songs to introduce this clip, and that was Someone Like You. That's off of Letters to Doe, isn't it?
Yeah, that was like the first EP I put out with Jason
Yep.
Yamaoka from
Yep.
Jason and Jane recorded it. And yeah, man, that's a lifetime ago.
I
Yeah.
just love those songs so much. They're like
Thank you.
in my like
Thank
San Diego music DNA, I just love them.
you.
And then
Thank
so then we're gonna go out with a song that you actually have some video of you performing. And so tell me about this.
So this was actually the last album that we recorded, and I wanted to do this one a little bit different. So we worked with Patrick Norton, and he had a studio called Citizen Recording
Yeah.
out in La Mesa, and we recorded it live. So we did 5 songs live, and this is one of the songs from that session.
Right on. And we think it's called I Try, but we're gonna have to double check, and
Yeah, I need to double check. I can't
we'll make
quite
sure we
recall.
label it correctly. All right.
Yeah.
Well, it was amazing catching up with you, Saba. I love you
Yeah.
so much. I'm so glad
I
you're
love you
close,
too.
and that yeah, I'm gonna tell Ashley to put you in the on the waiting list for that Songbird show.
Awesome.
Love to hear you live again, and it's good for you to get
Aw.
out and stretch those
Yeah.
music muscles.
Yeah. Thanks so much for having me. It's so great to see you.
All right. I love you.
I love you too. Take care.
Count the breaths, I got my head on your chest, the last place I belong. Burned it down, what was left to the ground, and I'm not holding on. And I'll try